¿Qué pasa, familia? ¿Cómo estamos? Bienvenidos al club. Esto es Banana, el club de amigos. Bienvenidos a nuestro segundo día. Hoy, como verán, hay caras nuevas, así que vamos a explicar un poquito qué es lo que va a pasar. Inicialmente, cuando tuvimos la idea de hacer este podcast, nació durante COVID, que la gente hacía como lives en Instagram, hablando con sus amigos y demás, y en ese momento la mayoría de mis amigos, como yo acababa de llegar a Canarias, eran de Londres, y siempre había pensado en la idea de compartir conversaciones sobre estos temas que nos mueven con mis amigos de allí, y esta es la primera vez que tenemos un invitado de fuera, con lo cual parte de la conversación de hoy, la gran parte, va a ser en inglés. Nosotros hoy estamos acompañados como siempre de Lionel, bienvenido, con Alex y Harry.
Hola.
Mr. Richard, welcome. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, the first 2 days in the island. How is it going?
It's not too bad, you know. I miss home, England.
You already have some sun in your ears and everywhere, yeah?
I have some sand in my ears, everywhere you can think of.
Just leave it like that. Well, today we just gonna start sharing some things about music, culture, like even movies. Today we're gonna talk a lot about movies. You know, last time we said we're gonna bring a ranking of movies that related to culture as well. So as you can see today here, we got some Spike Lee books, and then we're gonna talk about our personal ranking. So, are we gonna do sauce of the week or so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have some?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
So a week
Just in case.
a week ago, we had a conversation in a barbershop, and we were discussing who was better, D'Angelo or Under 3000.
Oh my lord.
I really don't know how we get to this point. Because I think it's not point.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You guys play me now.
Andre 3000 is here in spirit today.
This is tricky, you know. You know, last time you wore that shirt, you told me you work for me because he knows I love Outcast. But okay, and this conversation is going funny now.
Yeah.
It's no question for me. It's no question.
It's no question. I mean, there is question for me. The thing is, like, I that day I was defending Under 3000 really bad because, as I mentioned in the last podcast, I've been listening to him a lot lately as he released a new album. So when someone drop a new album, I usually go through, you know, his catalog and listen.
And you normally get excited.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was very excited with him, and in this conversation, I was defending Under 3000 a lot. I was like, man, you don't even know Under 3000. What are you talking about? So after that conversation, I was like, it's been a while that I don't listen to D'Angelo, so let's get some context.
Yeah.
And I had to say D'Angelo is amazing, man. Probably the best on what he does.
So you own an apology to D'Angelo for that day, at least?
Not really. Because I never say he was bad. I just say you are disrespecting, because in that conversation, people were saying like, oh, he's like, wow, you're gonna put them up there. And I will say that we can put them up there. D'Angelo is really good at what he does, probably the best. And I don't think Under 3000 is the best at what he does, but he's pretty unique, you know? And judging just the content, you know, like judging just the music and the stuff that they do, D'Angelo bring you something very specific. I will come back to my main point on that conversation.
Oh my god!
And he makes you feel amazing. He you know, like he does all what he does, and he does it very well. But I will say that Under 3000, he still bring you different things. You know, like even though D'Angelo make you feel so much, and he's probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, at, you know, what he does. He sings amazing. I think the theme of his music is pretty much the same. Again, you know, he made me super happy this week. I've been listening to him and it's like, wow, driving with D'Angelo is an experience. Working with D'Angelo is an experience. I have, you know, like I will never say anything wrong about him. But, and there is a but, Under 3000 man take you to places, you know. Like he can sing about love, and he can sing about how he feel when he was 16 years old.
No.
And he brings you to different places. So I don't think there is any point of rating them. I will say they are just both
You're
great.
comparing two completely different
guys. Exactly.
Yeah.
That was my whole point that day.
Yeah. Is that how that affect you? How that makes you feel? Well, but let's go with Harry, because now you bring somebody from different country just to make your point. Okay.
You have support. So the last day you didn't have.
Exactly. I was alone. It was only me and Andre 2000 in that conversation.
That day it was also Mr. Álvaro Cardona and there was also Rubén Pulido, and they said there was no point.
I don't think it's not going in comparing them.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, make your point then.
I'm not going to put down D'Angelo. I'm just going to talk about Andre 3000. This guy is transcendent. Every rapper puts him in top lyricist. This is like they say, Andre 3000 lyrics are on another level. And that's rappers who look up to people. That's number one. Number two, I don't even understand his lyrics. I try and think about them. I look at the word. I still don't understand them. They're so complex. He's a storyteller. Like, the way he tells stories is so vivid and vibrant in a unique way. It's like, you look at something from a certain view, he takes it from a whole different view. And then he makes the pop hits like Hey Ya, Roses, and the jazzy stuff. He does everything.
Yeah.
Like, if he's an NBA player, it's LeBron. He does everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's it. And everyone loves him. No one says nothing bad about him. Everyone has haters, but I've never seen an Andre 3000 hater.
You can't.
And that's it. I don't think D'Angelo has reached that level yet. He's maybe very good at what he does.
No. I think D'Angelo is legendary. I don't think it's any point of bringing any of them down, you know? But I will say again, everyone in the conversation was Spanish, and maybe the meaning of the lyrics and stuff came later, you know? So maybe they have a stronger connection with D'Angelo because he can just make you feel. You might not understand a shit of what he's saying, but his singing is that good that it makes you feel. You might be from, I don't know, China, and you listen to D'Angelo and like, fuck, this guy's good. You know what I mean? But again, I mean, I've been listening to Andre 3000 for a long time, but I have a very strong connection with him now that I understand what he's saying, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't have the same connection when it comes to the topic with D'Angelo. D'Angelo still makes you feel amazing, but it's just, I don't want to say anything negative about him, you know? It's just different.
Let's clarify because Álvaro Cardona, the last time, he didn't position himself.
No.
He didn't really position himself. He clearly say,
I got more connection with R&B and, you know, in this case, it's
of course.
soul. So I've never been like a hip hop head. So now I can say otherwise, like,
I'm the opposite. I'm a hip hop guy. I can't comment too much R&B.
Yeah.
That's why I just say, but
like for me, it's that same. Like, you know, I love Alcas. Like, you know, I like it. The thing is, me liking them both. What I think is, the kind of music that D'Angelo makes is so unique in the sense that he doesn't need to write nothing. He don't even need to say. Some of the songs
it's who he is. You know, I know what I mean.
Like some of the songs doesn't even sing. Like maybe have no even lyrics. Some of them he just, you know, singing or just
humming and doing
and jamming, you know. And it's just amazing the way he does it, and also the way you listen. Think like it's all instrumental. So for me, they have a high value. It's nobody behind like telling you.
It's more about the vibe and the vibrance.
I value a lot about musicians is he didn't do things to make money and then release like 5 albums. He have only 2 big albums, and then the Black Messiah came out. I think it's 2014 or something like that, 2016. It's great music. Make it just when it's needed. That's it. Like he need to say something, he say. Yeah. He have nothing to say, he go on tour, and he's still living from that music. Yeah. So that's for me is like high value.
Yeah.
Everything you just say about Andre 3000, put it to D'Angelo, and it's exactly the same thing. He have no haters. He created movement like way before the movement was created. Like he's the new soul, and he hate the new. He just say I make soul. So something that touch for me, music is the only thing that is above everything that I can touch. So for me, music is the closest thing that I can think to, can put near to religion. Don't believe in any religion. The only thing that makes me feel different is music. That touch my soul. So soul for me is the most important thing. It's better than lyrics. That's why I connect to D'Angelo. That's it.
Yeah. I read a little bit about him a few days ago, and I think his main inspiration is Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, like you have people, as you say, like so many rappers, they favorite rapper of your favorite rapper. That says a lot normally about, like normally that's what you say about like Nas or Jay-Z or like people like Andre 3000. But the thing is, D'Angelo is the favorite singer of your favorite singer. If you ask like people like Frank Ocean,
of course,
like this, like Erykah Badu, all these people, they just for him it's like God, you know.
You know, I think this conversation touched a topic that is being, you can apply this to many different categories, you know, which is concept and form, you know, like concept-wise, maybe Andre 3000 is stronger, and form-wise, you know, like you can apply this to a painting, you know, a painting can you know, touch a certain topic that is very strong, like, I don't know, Banksy do a lot of controversial thing, and his art has a lot of meaning, so, you know, people feel moved by that. But then we have other artists which, you know, like, they are amazing paintings and they can do very beautiful and realistic stuff, and people get touched by different things, and I don't think any of them are better than the other.
Yeah.
But I have a question.
Go on.
Can D'Angelo play the flute?
That's it.
That's it.
You got me on that one. Okay.
I love you, Harry.
You got me on that one.
But on a real note, when I've heard Andre 3000, he has the song Rosa Parks about the civil rights movement. He has a song even about Millionaire. He's talking about trying to get rich and like the trap, but it's in such a good way.
You know what Miss Jackson is about?
It's about Erykah Badu's mum.
Exactly, man.
And then
that's mad. When I realized that, I was like, wow.
He has songs Bombs Over Baghdad about, you know,
Crazy.
he takes very divisive talking points, puts them into a story. Even he has the art of storytelling. I think he's talking about the crack epidemic and stuff like that. It's crazy. Yeah. I say he's a genius, number one, and number two, he's a great artist. And when you combine them both, you get someone who's transcendent. And that's where you have him.
Yeah.
That's great.
That was good though. That was a good chat. I'm proud.
That was a good one. Yeah. You catch me. Okay. Moving on to next vlog. Are we gonna start in with the? Oh, you're gonna bring up the thing that we did last week with the rankings of music hits for last year.
Hits. In the last episode we talked about our hit of the year, and we said J Hus and Drake.
Yeah, we said that was probably the hit of the year.
Yeah, Batman Don't Dance.
Yeah. And that's our hit. Well, this one of our hits of the year.
We saw it can be like the one who hit the dance floor.
I think I have to say that I have another hits. This one, yes, because we were talking about albums and things like that. But I came up with some different hits for me. So I got them like really, really clear. But let's start for what people say. Because I think we got some of them, wow, that is so different. It's so different. Let's rank what people. I mean, let's come up with what the people say, so we can have some different insights.
Okay, we have Talibans from Burna Boy and Byron Messia.
Good.
Okay. Pretty nice song.
Yep.
I didn't know Byron Messia till a few weeks ago.
I don't know him, but I know the song and it's really good though.
Yeah. You should listen to Byron Messia. Cool. It's really cool. Also, Joey Violence and Bray, Pound Tactics.
Okay.
That's a reference from Rubén Pulido.
Okay.
I think that's from Rubén Pulido. That one from Flavio Rodriguez, Asake, 230.
Ooh, really good though.
Amapiano.
Yeah.
That was good. I mean, you got different points of view. That's super cool. Like Rubén Pulido probably doesn't even like to go clubs anymore, and then Flavio Rodriguez is in one of the most popular clubs in Barcelona right now.
Yeah. Also, we have Yayupilla. Uncle Waffles.
I don't know that one.
No idea.
Well, I will take notes. That's recommendations, for you all.
Yeah, I think it's Amapiano as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I checked all the references.
Are you into Amapiano, Harry?
Not into it, but it's taken over last year.
Yeah.
I heard it everywhere.
Yeah.
It's got a nice sound. I don't think I will go into the genre, but I'm not like, when I hear it, I'm not
moved by it.
I'm not moved by it, but I'm also not upset. It's not like, this is not for me.
Yeah, it's good though.
I'm waiting to see how that matches with house music, because I've seen like some big DJs they do like sessions
and people like that.
Yeah, like they do sessions. I mean, they do like a great selection of music in like big stage, and it's like kind of festival, things like that. I think clubbing is taking it really well. I'm a piano, but I'm waiting to see how that break into like big festivals and things like that. And I think that needs to go out of like the small clubs. I think this is something that needs to go out also from countries that originally doesn't listen to Afrobeats or Amapiano. Like Afrobeats opened the door. I think Amapiano is coming now.
Yeah, man, it's a pretty new genre. I think it's from 2010, 2011, something like that, from South Africa.
Yeah, it really makes me think to start playing like house music with my piano. Like it was a time when I played some house. Like it makes me really want back to DJ some house music and my piano and merch and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Also, we have Day Play from Burna Boy.
Nice.
I think the Burna Boy album is pretty good.
He's top. I completely forgot about him, but I've been listening to that album a lot this year as well.
Yeah.
I mean, in the last episode, but I will put him in my top 3 as well.
Yeah. Sure.
Really like the album.
It's one of the artists that I think put Nigeria on the top.
I like him, since the other albums, but I have a very strong connection with this album. I think Burna Boy is a very soulful guy. He comes from Africa with all that spirits and all that stuff, and I feel what he did with this album is like get connected with people from the States and have all the I don't know, like the platform that they already have, like the production, the hits and stuff, and that merch I can feel it on this album, and I think it's amazing. You have like the best of both worlds. I really like it.
Yeah, it's a bridge. So it's good.
Also, Snooze from Caesar.
Wow, that's in my head. I have to say that's in my that's in my ranking. Yeah.
Also, Sampha.
Sampha, good though.
Only from Sampha.
Really good.
Wes Nelson, nice to meet you.
Nice.
Nice to meet you. I didn't know Wes Nelson.
Yeah, Wes Nelson good though.
Pretty good, yeah. Alabama Junior Suite from Krukafonet.
Yeah. Top.
That's so good.
Alabama Junior Suite.
That's so good.
White Crocs from Jordan Ward.
Oh, are you taking mine? So are you taking mine? I wrote.
Of course.
Oh, fucking hell.
course.
So then you're saying all mine then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you took over here.
Yeah. I mean, I wrote
He said one hit, and this guy said like 10.
I put my top 3. No. I just put my top 3.
No, we just gave us time to think.
Well, I just
Jordan Gary is amazing.
But that was my notebook. I just put it there just to.
Yeah, you dropped everything.
I saw him performing last year. Jordan Ward on Esmino's concert.
Oh, did he open for Esmino?
He opened for Esmino, and he's really good performing though. He used to be a dancer, and he danced where he performed and stuff. He's good though.
Okay, we have M Nike from Tyler Iku. No.
Don't say my last one. You know where it is. Just so I can.
Rockstar from Da Baby.
Okay.
Also.
Was Rockstar last year?
I'm not sure.
That was old, I thought. That was like COVID time.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Someone was distracted though.
Yeah. And the last one, That's You from Lucky Day.
Oh, fucking hell.
You missed it. I think you missed one. It's not a song that I like, but it was everywhere. It was Sprinter by Dave and Central C.
Yeah.
Ooh, that song that went to America.
That went viral, man.
Like I actually don't like the song, and like when I hear it, it doesn't evoke positive reactions from me.
Yeah.
But everywhere, it went to America, went crazy.
Yeah.
I think the link is also like very strong though. Two really strong artists collaborating together.
I think for me, the ones I wrote down was like White Crocs. Basically, for me, the hit of the year is Snooze, like by Caesar. He was released on December 2022, but then the video was in 2023, and then the whole album I think is being, charted as 2023. So the single is from 2022, but I think it's the hit of the year. Like everybody says, one of the best albums. Like it's the most respected for most of the biggest artists, and then she say the hit of the year was Jordan Ward, White Crocs. It's he said it's the best made song or something like that. Like she loved it. So it came out of my mind. Also, I've been hearing to the song a lot, and I think it's so good. Then, me personally, I think That's You is amazing. Like I just heard like a few months ago, and it take me places. That song, like even he say he just want like that he say he wants to give all in that song because he wants to cause that on people. Like he wants people to just go places, and it's crazy good. Wow. Even I said it last time. I think we talked about this maybe in one of the tests we did or something. But I text about the Rainy song with Whale that it starts in some point and then it gets emotional, and I love this kind of songs. And That's You is just like that. He's starting saying something, like the guy is missing something, and then just goes emotional, and it's going crazy. Like I love it. Wow. So that's my top 3. What's yours?
I already mentioned
Yeah,
that.
we mentioned it.
Yeah.
last
Well,
time.
the hits.
But
The first episode. The hits.
You guys
Real
realize,
album. We're not
you guys
talking-
realize that the whole thing today, we just talking shit.
Yeah.
We comparing people. We comparing artists.
yeah.
We cannot compare Amapiano to Caesar.
No.
We cannot
No.
compare.
But people came up with Amapiano. Okay, let's talk about it.
Let's
that's
talk
it.
about it.
Yeah.
But me, I just said what personally I like. That's it. Like
Yeah.
I know like numbers might be different. I just talk about what I like.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think is what it makes so like in my eyes it's like way easier to come up as a upcoming artist in the UK than making it here, Harry? Like I've seen like people that maybe was opening shows in Jazz Cafe a few years ago. Then next time you see them, they in a big festival, open a festival. Then next time you see them, they are already in the lineup and they just head of the festival.
I think it's the scene, the connections, and the city. I mean, the fact is, it's like sports in America. If you want to make money, go there. They have everything set up. You know, they have
the platform is already
They
there.
have like if you go to a high school game in NBA, you have NBA scouts. I think the same thing here. Like people are looking for these people. I think in the Canary Islands it's maybe emerging, especially to the world. Like you say, I think you were saying like they're on the level with some of the Spanish artists right now and they're getting recognition. So it's new. They're creating a path. Whereas when grime was first, like the UK urban rap was first coming, there were people like Wiley. They were making loads of music, but it wasn't going nowhere. Skepta as well. They had to go commercial and make like club music, which was terrible. Like, but it was very commercial that you could listen to and just sing along with a catchy chorus and melody. It wasn't really good music, but that's the only way they could go out onto the charts. But now that urban music's become more popular with the culture in the last few years, you have people like Dave, Central C. There's a platform for people to go through. So I think record labels and festivals and people are looking for those type of people. There's more money, more interest, and that's how they can come through quickly. It speeds things up. Otherwise, you really have to push through every level.
That's something I really like. I really like what you're just saying. Like that some artists that were maybe more on the underground were pushed to do like more commercial hits and stuff. And I think Skepta is really good doing that. Like he can do a song that is a hit and you will listen to it on the dance floor, but it has content, you know?
Yeah.
And that's
I'll show you some terrible Skepta songs after this. And you'll feel like, what the hell?
You're gonna change my mind.
It's like UK. It gets played sometimes. Like, why did Skepta produce this? And it's like, what the hell?
Really?
But obviously, it's to try and get popularity.
Yeah, it
And
makes sense.
Maybe it worked because people. It got loads of views, but not for the right reason.
Look, at the end of the day, he went back to what he does. For example, if we compare this with reggaeton, which is huge in the world and everybody's listening to it, I feel like they haven't reached that stage yet. And they have been making music forever. You know, like they make easy music that people like and make you move. And of course, we all like to move and have fun. But at some point, I like to be treated like an intelligent person, you know, and I like some content, at least some content, you know.
I think they lost it at some point, but they started all the way around. Like reggaeton before it was like, well, before we start using the word reggaeton, it was ragamuffin. That was serious, you know, like that was talking about
Struggling and yeah.
like they literally was competing each other, and then, I mean, you have people like Lil Polaco, Big Boy, and all the Pina records, like all of these people, they were crazy, like hate each other. White Lion at first, like Tego Calderon and Julio Voltio, all these people, they was you know, gangsta rap. And then now you see some of them, they can do it, but they probably prefer to make some money, you know.
Yeah,
that's it.
There is always exceptions, you know, like just to understand, because people are gonna be like, oh, don't be a hater, whatever. I like reggaeton, you know. It's just
it's generally still cool.
Generally speaking, you know, we know that
I think that happens to every genre. Compare the trap. The early 2000s to the today's trap. Compare that kind of rappers. They were really struggling back in the days.
100%.
Compare Gucci Mane, compare T.I., Chief Keef. Compare that kind of guys to today. I mean,
sometimes you get.
But the more industry you put in,
you suffer.
But it becomes more superficial.
Yeah.
But what I say is, grime was struggling, and there was a thing called Esky Beats, where it was like the platform, and it was a very certain type. You've heard Storm D, Shut Up.
Yeah.
That music is very indicative of early grime. It's very much like. I think it was made on like, they called it Fruit Loops. I think that was the music platform. And they made it as a very like easy music, but then you'd have like Dizzy Rascal rapping very hard, and it was all about.
Remember Tinchy Strider?
Tinchy Strider, Wiley, Roll Deep, Skepta. And then the issue is once things get more commercial, there's more money, the rapping becomes more superficial. Now people are becoming and rapping about Gucci and all this stuff, which was typically American. Before it was about gangs, violence, struggles, and this. Now it's become more about money, cars, clothes, and whatnot.
And overcoming. They all talking about overcoming. They just get it, and they're talking about now we have this, we have that. And a couple of years ago, like you said, it was name dropping. It was all talking about brands. I have the Gucci, I have this, I have that, I have that.
So tired of that, man. So tired of that.
But do you remember MTV Cribs? They used to walk in someone's house, they'd show you what's in their fridge. And everyone wanted the Cristal bottles. They had it. The rap's the same, but the issue is it shows the scene is healthy with money, because people want to either give off that persona or they have that persona, and that shows at least these people aren't even not struggling anymore, trying to get to the point. Whereas before, even the top guys weren't making money. Because it was a new scene. They created a way for these guys.
But that's a misconception with like urban gender, you know, like people connect success with money and, you know, crystal bottles and all of that. And that's something that I like about back in the days, especially in Canary Island, and I guess this happened with every genre, you know, out there. When there is no platform, there is no money, there is people just do it for love, and there you get really special shit, you know, like people who just move by
here you will see
the
love. Redman MTV Crib.
My favorite episode.
You want to do an MTV Crib here, you will see the Redman MTV Crib.
Redman's one.
Redman's one.
It's my favorite. You haven't seen it? No. It's amazing. He just take them to his real house, and everything was fucked up.
Okay,
he was, you know, he mentioned how other people rent a flat or a house or a mansion just to do the episode, you know, and he took them to his real house. His real house was fucked up.
Okay, what's your favorite MTV
clip? It was his cousin sleeping on the floor. On the episode. His cousin was sleeping on the floor.
I remember seeing just game.
The Game's MTV Crib. That was your favorite.
I don't have a favorite. Like I didn't really follow that much the TV show, but I remember seeing the game because he had some Jordans and stuff, so he showed it, and it wasn't amazing to me.
Fat Joe did the iconic one. He licked it. Remember? He took his drawers out. All my shoes are fresh. And went like that.
Crazy.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite, Shaq.
Shaq
was bad.
12 bathrooms.
Shaq had Miami Heat basketball court in his house, and he put life jackets on his kids, saying my kids can't swim, and chucked them in his pool. He had the Superman bed. He had a crazy house, honestly. And that's the time I was falling in love with basketball, and Shaq made me fall in love with basketball. So that was like iconic for me.
Nice.
Shaq has always been a character.
I love
everything he does is
super iconic.
Funny as well.
Yeah, super iconic.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite MTV Crib, you guys?
Redman for sure.
I remember the 50 Cent MTV Crib. It was
cool.
That one. It was cool. But a while after, like a couple of years after, 50 Cent right now is like not like a regular person, but he's like
he's not that guy anymore.
He's not that flashy guy. So he said, like, it's stupid to have a house with 12 rooms because the things just broke out because you are not using it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I go to one room one day because a room that I didn't visit in my whole life, and everything is broke.
Yeah.
Because I haven't used it.
Makes sense.
So, I have a question. Now you're talking about.
I'm feeling like that with my shoes.
Now you mentioned something about NBA. You fell in love with NBA. I know you're a big Miami fan. Who would you pick for Rookie of the Year? I know everybody's talking about Wembanyama, but that's Chet Wemby. There is one fight, but then is one guy from Miami here.
Yeah,
you love it.
JJJ, Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Yeah,
but I say Wemby is probably going to win it because it's 7 foot whatever with talent. It's hard not to unless he doesn't get injured. Touch wood. I don't want him to get injured.
Popularity plays a role.
I don't like second-year players, even though Chet is a rookie. I don't like the fact that Ben Simmons, when he won it, I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I said that even if you're injured, you have 1 year to practice and train.
Yeah.
I don't think they can win it.
You can see he's mature on the way he plays.
Yeah.
Just because you've been 1 year training with the same.
And he's in on the roster with the coaches, learning everything. He doesn't have this access to college. That's my opinion. I know it's probably very unpopular. He hasn't played an NBA game, but I don't think if you're injured all year, like Blake Griffin won Rookie of the Year, Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year, and if Chet is winning, I think they're the 3 people who weren't the actual drafted year.
It's not a good sign though.
Jaime Jaquez Jr. I think is great because he wasn't expected. He was drafted late in the draft, and that's nice. And Miami's always known as the underdog, and he's the rookie on the underdog team. We had lost some of our players. We lost what's his name?
I love how you say we.
Actually, he is the Miami Heat in Europe.
That's it. We lost Gabe Vincent. We lost Max Strus, and they were two of our people in our playoff run. Obviously, Tyler Hero was injured, so we lost 2 key points to get us to the finals, which was probably the most historic final run of all time. I'm not trying to be biased. We beat the 1 seed Bucks. We beat the Celtics in their prime.
Strus was very, very important last year. Hitting threes. Especially the games that he has a bad game, they lose against the Celtics.
Exactly. Yeah. And even Gabe Vincent hit that big 3 late in the game, 5 against the Bucks. Like, we were down, and it's like 18 seconds left. He hit the 3. Like, everyone has their role, and we lost those 2 players, and I was like, damn. You know, we have less players. Jaime Jaquez Jr. has come up and he's putting since he's getting more minutes, 17 points a game. He's getting steals. He looks very mature. He's patient. Like, you can tell he's not super athletic, but when he cuts to the basketball, it's timing. So he knows, he shows a maturity to the game, which I don't see from rookies.
He's explosive though.
And I think he's learned lots from Jimmy Butler. If you see him play, it's very, he gets the steal. Like, he might not be the fastest guy who's going to cover you so much, but he's going to wait for the right moment and take the ball. And then he's going to know where to be. He doesn't shoot many 3-pointers, but he hits them. He knows the ones to take. He's not... Some rookies think, right, I need to get my minutes, I need to get my contract, I need to get my money. I need to just do everything.
I think right now, maybe, I would say 30% chance to get the rookie of the year. But if he was no one Wanyama, then he probably would be the first.
I know it's very easy to have this opinion, but Wemby is my favorite one. Wemby is just something new, man, something fresh. He's bringing something new to the game.
Yeah, well,
it's mad to watch.
This guy's gonna be an MVP one year.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see him play. You know, like even the way he moves is like weird.
Easy.
It's like
he's
not
an
on
MVP
this planet.
in a few seasons. Easy. If you look at Giannis, the only one I think you can compare him to, because long guy who has he has more skill than Giannis in my opinion.
Yeah, way more.
Somewhat like KD and Giannis, not maybe as good shooter as KD, but just like Giannis's like body. Giannis, when you look at him his first few seasons, was not good.
But he's skillless though. Like Giannis
that's the difference. That's the difference.
This guy,
you can see
stuff.
That's the thing. That's the thing about Wemby, man. He's a huge guy, but he's very skillful though. Like
he's getting blocks and steals a game. Like he plays defense.
You know, the only thing is he's not even playing like big amount of minutes. He's playing like 25 minutes, 20 minutes, 26 minutes maybe. Like he's very protected. You know, his first year. You know, he's not gonna be like the MVP in the first year. He come. You know, maybe rookie of the year is for sure.
One thing from him is he should win a little bit more weight.
100%. That will happen. That happened to everyone in the NBA. First year they all look skinny. Second year, third year, boom.
KD, even Chet, he was injured last year, but he gained some weight.
But KD is the only one who didn't put on weight, I think.
You will see that happening.
Giannis was super skinny, and you see him now. He's like got muscles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Giannis came in the league. You see him. He looks similar to Wembanyama.
Yeah.
The only one that said KD, they do the combine, which is like the physical test. They put 80 kilo, I think it's 70 or 80 kilos bench press, and it's how many reps you can do, like straight. KD couldn't even do 1 rep. I'm not saying it's not impressive, but you have people doing like 20 reps easy, like some of the more athletic players. KD's so like skinny, he couldn't even do 1 rep, 70 kilos. You know?
That's why we should kick him out. I don't like KD.
No,
I like KD, man. He's a good guy.
It shows you don't need to be big. It's NBA. You can have a talent. You can be the best shooter ever.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, KD, you could argue is the best offensive player in the game. I think you can. I'm not saying he is. You can make a good argument. He can shoot. He's athletic. He can dunk. He honestly, wherever he's on the court, he can hit a shot. And he's 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, you can block him though, and he's not tall, but KD's doing stuff that Steph does at 7 foot.
I think we're gonna disagree a lot if we keep talking about basketball. But if we talk about movies, we might have
let's move
some more things in common. You know.
So love anyway. So love.
Yeah. You don't have love for KD. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, my type of player.
Have you seen KD's movie?
It's okay.
It's so bad. I watched like 10 minutes of it. It's terrible.
Is it?
It's terrible. I can't remember what it's called.
Have you seen Kyrie's movie?
Kyrie's movie is fun though.
No.
Uncle Drew.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, not the movie. I watched the YouTube series, remember?
But there is a movie about it.
Yeah, I saw, but I never watched the movie.
Funny though. Well, it's not the greatest movie, but it's a fun movie.
Okay, what's the greatest basketball movie of all time?
It's a good Sunday movie. It's a good Sunday movie.
Yeah, we can move.
Because I'm not a big basketball fan.
Okay.
But
you can say you can talk about your top.
I have to say Space Jam.
Okay, that's a safe bet.
I'm not a big
First
fan
one, though.
of basketball, but it inspires me.
First one.
I know what you're gonna say.
A lot of players.
First one. No, I agree with him. I
is it the first one?
Yeah. No, I mean, the first. I have to say, Space Jam has a very, very, very special place in my heart. Well,
but you just say the first one you saw, or the best one?
The best. Your favorite. Your favorite.
I will say, to me, it will be Love and Basketball, but Space Jam. No.
I thought you were gonna say Hugo Game.
Oh, that's mine.
Hugo Game. Yeah.
It's easy.
I will say Space Jam, Hugo Game. Love and Basketball.
Did Spike Lee do Hugo Game?
Yeah.
When I showed me a few months ago, Coach Carter.
Yeah, Coach Carter. That's good.
What a movie!
That's my.
No. I hold my Space Jam.
Right.
Just because it was the first movie I played with. I bought with my savings. You know. I remember my parents took me, to the mall. And they were like, okay, now you have some money, you have some savings, you can get a movie. And I remember I didn't even know what it was because Space Jam wasn't big in Spain at the time, like I didn't saw any advertisement outside or whatever. I didn't know anything about NBA or even Michael Jordan or whatever. I mean Michael Jordan, because when I was huge into basketball.
I was disappointed for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but I remember looking in the movies, and I saw it and I was like, wow, what the hell is this? I watched it and I was blown away. I was watching that movie for months, like I knew all the dialogues, everything.
Yeah, I have to say
I was
Alex
obsessed.
used to watch movies like 100 times till he knew like line per line, like what
I still do.
Yeah.
I still do.
Yeah. He was just I think he was like 3 or 4 years old. He was watching like Lion King for like 3,000 times a day. Crazy. It was just the how is it called? Like the video when you.
He reminds me of the Timon and Pumbaa.
It was not DVD.
That's what he reminds me of.
Where you going?
The Warthog one. I can't remember which one that one is.
For me, I would say probably Love and Basketball, just because I love Sana Latham, the actress, and Mike Gibbs, and then probably after the Hugo Game, and then it can be easily Coach Carter, more than Space Jam. I think Space Jam is a commercial thing. I'm not saying the other ones aren't, but
they have a good story and everything.
Yeah, I'm just touched by it just because of like I have a strong link with like animations, like I really like the graphics and stuff.
That makes sense.
And as a kid, it was huge for me, and it opened a door.
Kid was the access point to basketball.
Exactly.
For sure. Yeah. I was discovering the world. Yeah.
I think Space Jam create an impact.
Yeah, huge.
On the cult.
Yeah.
Huge.
And open like so many doors for a new public.
It's a collaboration. Imagine basketball collaborating with Looney Tunes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
in the 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s. Like that would be. I can't even think of what that would be today. Yeah. But that'd be like the NBA collaborating with Game of Thrones. Probably.
Yeah.
Like,
something like that.
Something like that.
But
if it happened today, the world would go crazy.
Yeah,
but look, I think at the time.
Today you can think about it because collaborations are
exactly. I was about to say that. At the time, people took collaboration very seriously. Like they wouldn't do something just for the hype. I would say even like the second movie is terrible.
Yeah.
It's been done just for the hype.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The script is poo. Everything is poo. But at the time, they used to take collaboration really, really, really serious and very.
Well, I think it came off the Jordan 7. They did Marvin the Martian, Bugs Bunny.
What do you mean the first one?
That went very well.
Exactly.
The 7, and then they did Space Jam.
That show is amazing.
It's true.
I have it.
There is one thing in the stuff that we remember from that era. Everything, music, movies, everything, and is that most of the brands, the marketing of that brands, went on one direction because they didn't have any information about the public. It wasn't like today that you have so many information about the
data
public.
today.
And today the brands build about that information.
They create
Back in the days,
Nike
did ACG, a whole lineup about mountain clothes,
hiking,
and after a few collections, they realized that the people was not buying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to create.
That don't happen.
Yeah, they need
right
to create
now.
it first.
They check and then exactly it's true.
And the problem is
that's a good point.
The brands are not risking that much.
Yeah. That's 100%. Yeah.
Same thing to Oakley. Oakley in the 90s with the NBA dropping so many watches, dropping so many sunglasses, was like investing a lot of millions in so many new stuff. A sunglasses brand making watches, making high-end watches was like crazy. And it was not revenue in that.
No, it was just passion and
You didn't check the ROI.
But the NBA is still doing partnerships. And Hennessy, the big partnership, you see that?
Yeah.
And they have Skims now with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Which is great. But like, honestly, it's a business partner.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't like to be the guy who is always saying like back in the day things used to be no because I really hate being this guy, you know, and I feel like there is amazing things going on today.
And I was the old kid.
No, but to be honest, I miss when things were meaningful, you know, like we were talking today about J Balvin's collaboration with Jordan. Okay, but it's done for the hype. Like, don't tell me, I never seen J Balvin around a basketball court or with a basketball in his hand. What's the whole point? But honestly,
when you were younger,
the culture of basketball is going ahead of that now. It's about.
It's just money though. It's just
I think the NBA was always about money. I just think personally, when you're younger, you don't notice those things.
Yeah.
You're like a kid. You see the world golden.
Yeah.
No,
that's what I think. Because when Michael Jordan, when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, the league was in a very bad place. You had two leagues. Yeah. They had trouble. They were creating new teams left, right, and center. Like Miami Heat was an expansion team. I think there were 4 expansion teams came around Jordan. This because this league is struggling. They need more money, so they're literally thinking. Imagine they added 4 new teams today for fun.
Don't tell me like I understand that the business side of everything is needed, you know, like we need money in order to do bigger things and stuff, and I know why people is like, okay, let's a J Balvin collaboration with work, but I don't know, let's put the example of Looney Tunes, you know, Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan, they put effort on it to make it work, you know what I mean? And I feel like nowadays there is not that much. Nobody cares that much. They know already gonna work. So let's just put a cool colorway. Don't take me wrong. Amazing colorway. They look good.
Yeah, the shoe looks fun.
But the concept is extremely poor. It's all, you know, like we were talking earlier about the form and the concept, you know.
There's a lot more storytelling and stuff.
Exactly. The form is cool, but I don't connect up to me what as you can tell because of what I was talking about under this outing and everything. Yeah. The concept is important for me, you know, like I care about those things. I guess that product is not for me, of course not. But you know, I miss when, you know, there used to be a meaning behind the collabs and stuff.
Yeah, sure,
I think the storytelling as a kid, you see the world golden. I really think that you don't see the bad things in life. Probably. Everyone wants to go back to being a kid. Probably. Because every generation probably says, I wish I could be a kid again.
Yeah.
My dad says it, my mum, everyone views the world
100%.
I think it's hard. Now you're an adult, you see the world like for all
the ugly things that you don't want to see. Yeah.
And you're like, when you're kids, you're just running through the street playing basketball.
True.
I'm sure if my dad watched Space Jam, he'd be like, what the hell is this?
I give you that.
That's it. Yeah. But when I watched Space Jam the second time, I was like, what the hell is this? Then I watched the first one again. I say, this is also not great. In my opinion. Like the Need for Speed Tokyo Drift, I said this.
Yeah.
I love Need for Speed Tokyo Drift.
Me too. I was so excited when I went to the cinema. I was like, what?
And I sat there, I rewatched it, and I sat there, I was like, what the hell? And I put, Rotten Tomatoes?
No.
It's a movie rating system, and they have IMDb.
Oh, okay.
And I use the score. They have a critic score and an audience score. And like anything in the 90% is very, very high. Like Django Unchained have 90%. Lord of the Rings will have 90%. Good movies have 80%. Okay movies 70%. Below 70%, you're getting dangerous. This one has 30%. I sat there and I say, I probably agree now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But when you're a kid, you view things and it's perfect. You forget about the bad things. And if it's a bad collab, I probably forgot about the NBA bad collab. I don't even remember it. And Looney Tunes stuck in my mind because it was so prominent to me.
Yeah.
And they hit the nail on the head. But I forgot about the bad acting and Michael Jordan's bad acting. I forgot about, the terrible storyline of Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but you see, nowadays you watch Tokyo Drift and you can tell it's bad. But I feel like Space Jam 1 still
But what's the
look
name?
good on my eyes.
What's the name?
I
of
haven't
the
watched it in a long time, so
of the actor Bow Wow?
Bow Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Bow Wow
Was it Mike?
Yeah.
He was like Mike. He finds the basketball shoes.
There is another movie about basketball.
With the hook stuff in the car.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
But I used to love that movie. I used to love it as a kid.
I feel when you're a kid, you just want to see everything.
You know, in the
related to what you like.
The first Snoop album, there is an interlude of Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to put Bow Wow in the album.
when in the song Bow Wow, you be yo, is taken from, it's a reference to Snoop Dogg.
But also there is an interlude.
I know. I just mean that there is a lot of codes, in between them.
Yeah. And that interlude, Bow Wow is talking on what he would like to be when he grow up. What would you like to be when you grow up? Oh, I wanna be a fireman. I wanna be a motherfucking hustler. And then the song comes. Yeah.
Talking about movies. We talking about NBA or basketball movies, then we're talking about like rappers and movies. So should we do a ranking of like movies that we like related to, with actors that has been related to music or musicians like rappers or...
Yeah, we spoke about this before, and that's why I wrote the book. Like Spike,
the Bible.
Yeah, the Bible too. Now this is a super good book about Spike Lee. Spike Lee is my favorite movie director. And I love almost every movie that he's done. So my favorite movie ever is Do the Right Thing. I love everything about this movie. I like the colors in the movie, the fits that every character had, their personality, the way it's written is amazing, man. And it's a very old movie though. And I like, of course I have a deep connection with the sneakers and stuff. And I like how Spike Lee take the sneakers so serious, and they get to play a role in their movies. Like in Do the Right Thing, there is a scene where Boogie Now is wearing Jordan 4. Yeah. And there is a guy walking by with the Celtics t-shirt, the whole movie is located in New York. And the guy passed by with the bike and make their forces dirty, and they have an argument, and that gets to that's transcendental in the movie. Like they made a point about it, and he shows you how much this character cares about his shoes and what the shoes means to him. So I love that. And then there is another movie, He Got Game, also one of my favorite movies. Denzel Washington make a crazy character on it, his character is amazing. And there is a scene where he's wearing Jordan 13s, one of my favorite ones, and he's trying on the shoes on the store, and the guy see his tag. He's playing a guy who was in prison, and they let him out for certain reason. Watch the movie.
In the book we have like so many references about all the movies. Just take
Go on.
Yeah, you can just look at in internet, but they have so many references of all the movies, all the characters, and there is so many relations between the Spike Lee movies. Because if you start to have a look at the book, you see that there are just 10 characters for Spike Lee. 10 characters.
Spike Lee
10 actors. Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson.
He discovered so many good actors. In Do the Right Thing is Martin Lawrence, Samuel L. Jackson, like so many huge actors. If I start talking about Spike Lee, I go crazy. That's why I wanted to go straight to suits so cool. and in movies, like sneakers and movies.
It's so cool, like how Spike Lee highlighted so many actors.
He spot them.
So many.
And he still do though. Like,
and strong personalities.
Who is this guy? The one who is the protagonist on the Ferrari movie?
Oh, Adam Driver.
The first time I saw him was in Black KKK.
Yeah.
Wow. He still do today. He's just like a genius, man.
I think there's two actors that have a roster, the same people as Quentin Tarantino, Spike Lee. You see the same Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta. You see the same characters.
They create like a team around.
It's like they know them, and like when you see those characters together, even if you don't know the director, you can. Is this a Quentin Tarantino movie?
You have to pay attention though. There must be something good about it. I will close this top 3. I was explaining how the shoes play a role because, you know, he was trying on the shoes and the guy who was serving saw the tag on his leg and he started treating him different. So just by this little detail, who probably don't mean much to many people, you know, he creates something meaningful on the movie. Like, okay, after this, he was acting cool with him, but then he saw what he's wearing, and the shoe was playing a big role in the movie. And the last scene that I remember that was like very meaningful related to sneakers was in Sigurd Habe, where he's playing Mars Blackman, and he's like he's about to have sex with the protagonist. And he's like keeping his shoes. He's like, no man, I'm not gonna take all my shoes downstairs. You have to have sex with my Jordan ones. And she's like pretty upset and stuff.
And it's important like to say the involve that Spike Lee has on black culture.
Oh, come on. That's the whole point.
That's the whole point. And I mean, how the guys start to treat him different when he see the tag. That kind of stuff is the stuff that happened on the streets. That happened on the
I like, but that's true. And obviously, if you know Spike Lee, you know that's his main topic. But he don't stop there. Like, do the right thing, for example, touch many different, you know, stereotypes. You know, like you got the Italians, you got the Asians, you got you know, the local people who was living in Brooklyn.
Irish as well. Not Irish.
I mean, there is the white guy with the Boston Celtics jersey.
Okay. I think it's okay for today. Just gonna check on you how you been this week, so we can just close with that. Some, you know, relaxing and recommendation for probably next week. Have a good week.
I think this week I started the week very like stressful. Like work wasn't easy and stuff like that, and I was getting like a bit anxious. But then by the half of the week, Harry showed up and all the stress went out. I'm like, you know what? I have so many things to do, but I'm gonna cancel everything and just enjoy my time with Harry, and it's been amazing, man. I really had a good time.
Yeah, Harry can show you something about that. We've been around these days.
I've been over the island, south, north, the beaches, to Las Palmas.
You've been working on holidays, you know. That's not really good for your work, man. That's gonna be just a recommendation. You know, Harry, you know, has been growing up, you know, on his career now, and then he's taking it too serious, I think. So, you know, shout out Sirum who booked him holidays to come here and chill out a little bit. That's gonna be. I'll make sure he have fun, you know, but we need to probably take his phone for like 24 hours maybe.
My screen time is crazy. You know, on Apple it does the screen time. Yeah. That's the one thing. It's bad. I work on my phone a lot with email, social media, for marketing, and I think my screen time is like 7-8 hours a day.
Man,
how can you?
Man,
what can you do to get out of this? You know, like.
Yes, I think always the good thing about social media and stuff, you're always connected. Meaning that I think in the old times, like you just worked and then on the weekend is disconnect. You know, you didn't have an email or anything, but you maybe worked harder in the week. But for me, I sometimes worry. I don't get stressed at work. I get stressed when I'm not at work because I'm worried something's not happening. You know, so it's nice to have that like safety blanket, just to think like, oh, if something happens, I am aware, and I like to be aware. But you know, it doesn't add stress to do a little bit of work. But it's a bad mentality. There's no boundary between work and play. That's the one thing I need to work on.
That normally happens when you enjoy what you're doing as well. So, but at some point you have to learn how to.
Yeah, of course. You have to just, because it does, you know, you can't do this for 50 years like this.
Yeah.
I know. But it's not too bad. Like it could be worse. I'm not working super late, you know, or super long hours, but it's nice when I can just check and see something's up and solve it right there. I like to have that power, but it's not good, especially when you want to spend time with your friends, your family, and all that stuff. When you have works on your mind, it's not the best.
Yeah, I think I'm learning how to do that because when I was working in London, for example, every time I came on holidays, I was still like connected sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially if we were about to make records or something. Yeah. We used to work together.
You're on the beach.
Okay, that was a good one. I was on the beach once. We used to work together. Yeah. He was the manager of the store.
Covering.
Yeah, and then I received pictures being in the beach, like we made a record, then we never really made the record.
Yeah. It's the old graphic was up saying the store record was a certain amount, but that was the record in like US dollars or something. But when you convert it to pounds, it goes way higher.
Yeah.
And we did it in pounds. They say the record was 40,000. we did 41,000, but when you convert the US dollars,
you celebrate and everything. You were celebrating everything.
Harry took the picture, like everybody was in the photo, like he just, posing, like we just.
I was crying like this. He say, "I'm so proud,"
that was typical Harry things. Harry had 110 good things, and then he got also this,
Yeah.
He, go crazy for things.
You get excited.
It almost happened.
So good. It's a talent. It's part of his talent.
You have to enjoy your celebrations.
You make excitement when it was no excitement, so it was good.
You have to make celebrations. The team was happy.
Yeah, we had
one day.
Yeah, we had that in common. That's yeah. You live in the moment.
Next year.
You live in the moment.
Exactly. Enjoy.
Now, for example, unless they make a record, like a real record, and have news, I'm probably learning how to disconnect. So now I'm on holidays. You will see now, like I'm not checking the phone that often.
Yeah, it's true.
Like I might check it sometimes. just to see, like I send the right message. Like people are handling things in the right way, and then give some feedback sometimes. But before I go on holidays, when I just go on holidays, I just quick check. That's it. Well, we passed by the store yesterday. It was fine. Just say hi to the people wherever.
Of course, but that was for leisure. That wasn't for work. But I was taking calls on the beach, to Faloka, saying sell the shoes this way, the release first come first serve, Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's
I think when I guess
it's a learning process.
When you work with the phone, it's pretty hard to separate work from your joy.
Yeah,
that's why you work on the phone the whole day, and you just receive an email, or maybe you're checking Instagram, and you go to the email and you start to write, and then
100%.
That's why some of the people we work with, like Javi, he have no WhatsApp. It's because of that.
I'm just about to do that, I'm just about to do that. Like the people who know me just call me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's something that really stressed me. Like I'm in so many groups, and at some point it's like, man, I cannot keep up with this many messages. And it's not that I'm super social or whatever, but like for some reason I have so many groups and people contact me to do this and that.
Yeah,
and it's like, I miss having time for myself, just to do basic things that I also enjoy. Do laundry, clean my place, do like regular stuff that I enjoy doing. But
are you conscious that if you take off your WhatsApp, it's gonna be really hard to contact you, because every time we go to your home, every time we go to your home, bro, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's my safe space.
There is no answer.
I'm too protected.
And we are not the military, we just going to hang out with you. It's fine.
It's true. I had to fix the.
You don't need to hide yourself. It's fine.
I will just drop some stones to your.
Exactly. Old school, baby.
I think it's interesting, like the social media stuff, because the NBA changed, because they call it the 24-hour news cycle, meaning that people would do crazy stuff in the day. I won't name names, but Karl Malone was a crazy guy. Like had some probably the worst NBA player of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have people doing Charles Barkley picking up prostitutes. Imagine with social media now. Yeah. If this happened, everyone's killing players for small things like certain things has done this on social media, or they message some stripper, or KD is going out with this person. But with that news cycle, now everyone can take a picture of anything and put it on Twitter, and it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the same with work now. It's great because everyone has voice and everyone has access to things, meaning that I have access to data and work and opinions that I don't have.
That side, yeah.
It's like a power and a responsibility, but now you're overwhelmed with everything. Anyone can call you anytime. Yeah. Before mobile phones, how was work?
Well, how you build a relation within your team. Like, honestly, since I'm here, the team that I work with doesn't stress me out when I'm out.
Yeah.
Maybe some sales managers will do, but it's how you take it. Like,
it's drawing
me,
boundaries,
I don't stress myself anymore. Like, I'm okay being outside. It might be some things that I want to work that way, that maybe I put an eye on it, even if I'm on holidays, but otherwise, nobody stress me out. It's a culture of the company as well, maybe, you know, but it's how you take it. Like, me, this week I've been on holidays, I enjoy your presence here, so it will be, nice holidays.
I'm telling you, I'll probably take a few more calls the next few days.
I will take your phone for 24 hours. Let's see what happens. Guys, I think it's enough for today. Gracias por mantenerse ahí. Ha sido algo diferente. Esperemos que tengamos más invitados durante las próximas ocasiones. Tenemos cosas preparadas. Nos vamos el próximo mes a Barcelona, el siguiente a Madrid. Así que aprovecharemos para contactar con gente en diferentes ciudades y traerles contenido diferente. Y nada, chequen las referencias que les dejamos durante el día de hoy por ahí y les esperamos por ahí en social media también. No queremos aborrecer a nadie ni poner presión en nadie, pero para que por lo menos nos den referencias y feedback de lo que estamos compartiendo y vean qué les parece, ¿vale?
Y que hagan su top ahí de pelis, ¿no?
Hagan su top, tío. Hagan su top de pelis, hagan su top de pelis con zapas o pelis con básquetbol o pelis con actores o cantantes que les molen. Y esto es todo. Gracias y hasta la siguiente.
Buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes. Whenever you're watching this, buenos something.